Hey guys, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Today I'm going to be looking at a product called the LevelMate Max. Looks like it's made in the USA. And it's a product that's for helping you level your RV when you come to a campsite. Usually you use the bubble levels on the side of the RV to try to figure out if you're level front to back and side to side. It's important to usually level your RV, not just because it's nice to have it level inside, but also your refrigerator, especially if you have an absorption type, likes to be within a certain level to work properly. And when you're cooking, in frying pans or doing dishes, it's nice to have the water all level. Anyway, I had looked at one of their products before called the LevelMate Pro. That's a number of years ago now. And it's still working fine. It had an issue. I had one of the very early ones that had no on-off switch, and it would kind of eat through batteries pretty quickly. Their next version, they did put an on-off switch. I had actually modded mine and put an on-off switch just to save batteries because it just used a little button battery in it. Anyway, this is their latest, greatest version. They asked me if I'd like to test it out for them. It just came out recently. And actually I got it and it still wouldn't work for me because they didn't have an Android app yet. They had an iOS as their first app. But now I see they do have the Android app, so I can go ahead and test it out. And one of the main reasons I wanted to test it out is an improvement they've made to leveling on the go. So as you know, I do a lot of dry camping, and I'm able to move around in the desert and try to find a level spot. And this thing, I can look at the app, or Ann can look at the app while we're moving around, and then we can pick the most level spot to stop the truck and start setting up. The other version sort of did that. I did that with it, but it only had an accelerometer type technology in it. This version has a gyroscope, so it's supposed to be much more responsive when you're moving around trying to find level. And it also has a feature, kind of an audio feedback as far as leveling when you're moving the RV around. So I thought that'd be pretty interesting. They also seem to have a better battery situation in here. The old one used a little watch button battery. These are using 3 alkaline batteries, so they'll last a lot longer. And it also has the switch. I think one other feature they have is the other one you had to mount a certain way horizontally. This you can mount it vertically or horizontally. I'm going to take the other one off and mount this one exactly where I mounted that one before because it seemed to work quite well for me. And we'll do that, and then we'll have a download and have a look at the app and do a setup. Okay, so we got LevelMate Max. Turn it on there. It says Bluetooth 5.0 it's using. Fast, accurate, painless leveling. Spend less time leveling, more time enjoying what matters most. Okay, get started. Made in the US of A. Real-time measurement of distance from level, and the only choice when you need level on the go trademark. So that's what I mean. You can do it while you're driving around. Not seeing the green light, turn on your LevelMate device. Within your coverage, keep your phone. Okay, I see the green light on mine. Let's see if we can find it here. Do you want to connect? Yes. LevelMate Max found and connecting. Oh, great. Registering the device will ensure you're under warranty. Okay, I'll do that later. I guess you can't skip this. Okay, let me fill this out. Okay, registration successful. And continue to set up wizard. Okay, they have travel trailer, 5th wheel, pop-up hybrid camper, class B or C, class A. So I have a 5th wheel. Next. Before you can run wild with it, we need to learn a bit about you and your RV. Install your LevelMate. Yeah, so I have mine mounted kind of near the front of the trailer in our bedroom area. And I'm just going to put the new one in the same spot there because, like I say, it worked pretty good. So the screws they included are quite long. You might want to make sure nothing is behind there that you might be going into, like a power run or plumbing or something, or use a different screw. I know I'm okay though behind this wall. Okay, there we go. And it's, like I say, it's got an on-off switch there. And you know it's on when you get a flashing green light going. Go check out the app. Okay, signal test successful. And next, you choose inches or centimeters, Fahrenheit or Celsius, driving side of the road, right or left. Okay, let's go with those defaults. Vehicle width, measure from the outside to the outside of the tires. Measure from the center of the landing jack to the kingpin. Not the kingpin, from the center of the landing jack to the center of the rear wheel. And I got to do that in inches. Okay. Okay, so we're 96 inches wide, and the length from the landing jack gear to the center of the rear wheel was 172 inches. Enter those two values. Installation logo faces driver's side. Logo faces front. Here we go. Measurement display resolution. You can go 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I'll go just leave it in the default 1/2 inch. Okay, set level. If your RV has slide outs and you would like to set up the LevelMate Max to compensate for slide lean, then extend all your slide outs at this time. Okay, so you can either have it set when you're totally level in the campsite, or when you've arrived and you've got it leveled before you open your slides. So there's going to be a little bit of variation depending on your RV. I find we only have one slide on one side, and it'll pull the level maybe 1/2 inch. So that's what they're saying in this point is, you can set it either way as long as you know which you've done. Congratulations, setup is now complete and your LevelMate is ready to use. Changes to any of the options you just set can be made in the settings page. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, you can go through all these settings and reset that stuff in there. What's advanced settings? Listen to level. You can have, as far as tone, none, proximity, beep, deep beep, measurements, inches, centimeters, etc., etc. Oh yeah, there's your width and length. And so you can go through and set anything in there. Let's just see what we have. Okay, so this is the trailer page, and it'll show you side to side. Right now we're perfectly level side to side, and we're perfectly level front to back. Actually gives you a little bit of a percentage. It's really fine there, 0.03%. And then if you have a motorhome, Class B or van, it looks like it does corners even. And then here's hitch height. So I haven't done this, but what you do is you can set the point where you're able to connect and disconnect your hitch, and then once you've set up, you can tell you, it'll put it back to that point for you. I generally don't use that much because boondocking and all kinds of different terrain and ground, so I find I kind of do it manually, but interesting feature. And then we just have versions and stuff like that. Let's go back to the trailer. Now, level on the go is the interesting thing. So there we go. Gives you a safety warning. Don't be driving around. And there. Okay, so this page shows side to side and front to back. And I guess this will move back and forth. And when you're right in the sweet spot, and you can see it's bouncing back and forth, you know that it's a good place to set up your trailer, and you're likely going to have a nice level spot. Let's just give this a test. I'm just going to go and I'll just raise, and we're camped right now, so I'll just raise and lower the trailer, and we'll see what happens to this setting here. Also see what happens on this other page. See how much it moves just by raising and lowering the landing jacks. Okay, let's check this level on the go. It's going to lower my jacks, see what happens. Doesn't seem to do anything. Well, that's changed. You can see the percentage changing there. There's a 1% change, show 3/4 of an inch. Oh yeah, there we go. So if we are off, I could, let's just pretend we're driving around and it's raising. Oh yeah, there we go. So, seems to work. Let's go put that back at level. There we go. Well, there you go. That's kind of the features and setup and a quick test of it. I'll come back with a second video after I've used it a month or two. We're going to be traveling back home, and we'll be stopping off at a bunch of different dry camping places, casinos, etc. So be able to get some footage from here of us leveling in real time, etc. Everything seems to be working properly. I just came out to the truck in front of the rig, and it's showing 3 bars connected, so I think I got a good location there near the front of my fifth wheel. One thing I noticed is not working is the temperature has no reading, but that may be because this is an Android app that just recently came out, so they're still probably working on that. Anyway, looks like it's been improved over the previous versions, and I'll let you know. Till next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.